That's my man. Good morning, guys. Chad here. Welcome back to the farm.
We have so much to do on the farm today, but we are prepared to tackle it head on.
I'm going to address a couple things that's been said in the comments in the past couple videos and give you just a quick answer on some of those questions.
I have a bunch of different things that I want to show you, and we're going to continue doing some long-term chores here at the homestead.
Bobby, you want some mud?
Billy's in there too.
You're breaking your pool, buddy. Tango. Mango. You okay, buddy? Chunk, how are ya? Fuzzy. Tango. Chunk. Fuzzy. Mango. Hey, Dexter, how's my man? Oh, Tango came over again. You want more pets now, eh, Tango? Dexter Morgan. Where's Maggie? Oh, Maggie's over there with Olive. Hey, Tango. You see what's happening right here with the cats? I let the cats out first thing in the morning, and you can see how they behave with me, right? Tango is right here. I can kind of go up to Tango and pet her like that. Mango, sometimes I can pet him. Sometimes I can't. Sometimes he runs away. You're okay, buddy, right? I know you guys are always bugging me to put a collar on him, but I'm just not wanting to push it with him, you know? Sometimes he allows me to pet him, sometimes he doesn't. So all the cats are here. Maggie's here. I can go up to Maggie and pet her like this. And I know that she's skinny, but this is normal for her. It happens every year since we got her. She loses a lot of weight, but she's healthy. The vet says she's perfectly fine. Hey, Chunky. Look at Chunk. He's huge. He's massive. But what happens, all the cats go, Mango's there, right? He's going. All the cats go away. Maggie's there. She's going to go. Dexter's going to go. Tango, Chunk. They're all going to go away. Fozzie, he kind of stays put. He'll stay in this kind of area here. And whenever Sushi comes out, she stays around here too. So they're not the issue. But when the cats are out and about and they go about their day, Tango, Mango, and Maggie, they don't come back to me when I ask them to. They will come back to the catio and the cat house when I call, and then I have to kind of open the door and time it perfectly for them to come back. For whatever reason, when they're out all day, it's like I can't just go up to them and pet them. Now, Chunk, he'll come to me. Dexter, Fozzie, when I call him Dexter, and then he comes over, you see him coming over, and he kind of hugs on my leg and all that. He'll come to me, and I can just scoop him up, pick him up, and I can give him hugs, and he's fine. But I can't do that with Tango at the end of the day. The only time I can pet Tango is first thing in the morning, like now. But now she's over there in the woods. If I try to go up to her right now and pet her, she'll run away. So I'll show you what I mean. There's Maggie. Maggie! Maggie, come here. Maggie! See how I can pet her like this? I can't pet her at the end of the day when she's coming in. The only time you see me picking up Maggie is when I use Olive as a tool. And Maggie starts hugging on Olive here, and then I can quickly scoop up Maggie. Right, Olive? You always help me with Maggie, right? While we're down here, I wanted to address this cat door that I installed just recently. The purpose of this little cat door is in the rare circumstance that a cat is staying out late, okay? And it does happen where I'm waiting around and waiting around and waiting around, and like, let's say Tango, she's just out. Like, I don't know where she is. She's not anywhere around the farm and she's not coming back. Then I think that's where this door comes in handy, because I can switch these little locks to make it so that it opens in only. But under normal circumstances, probably 90-95% of the time, I do get the cats back. So if on those days I get all the cats back, I won't even be using this door. So do you understand what I mean? Right now it's locked, and it's also locked on the inside, see? So it's just completely locked right now because I didn't need it the past couple days. I got all the cats back with ease, which is most of the time that happens that way. Okay, Tango? It's just Olive. What, are you going back in? Look at Mango. He's so mad at Olive. Look at his back hair right up. Look at that. He's sneaking around because of Olive. So Tango and Mango, it's like, are you guys going back in? You don't want to go out today? What are you doing? You okay, Mango? It's just Olive. Gosh, you grew up with Olive. What are you scared for? Gosh, they're all hovering around. What's happening? Olive's just standing there minding her own business. And this guy's back's right up like he wants to kill Olive. You're okay, Mango. It's just Olive. She's not going to hurt you. She's going to protect you. Okay, Olive, out. Out. Thank you. Okay, are you guys all going back in today or what? What are you doing? Dexter, are you going in? You coming out? Dexter. Hey, Chunk, what are you guys doing? You're really not coming out today. You've only been out for 5 minutes. You can't just stay in. That's weird. You got all this beautiful day. Okay. Come on out, Frankie. Frankie. How are you, Frankie? Frankie. Lucy's still sitting on a nest. Are you guys being nice to Frankie? Somebody made a comment in the last video about these trees. There's one here and there's one here, and these are like emerald pyramid cedars. So the deal with these is last fall, I found 7 of them on the side of the road. Our farm is on a dead end road, and somebody had driven up the dead end road and dumped these trees like illegally. You know what I mean? It's like, you're not supposed to do that. You should take it to the dump site and they can grind it up for mulch or something. But anyways, I saw these trees and I got all these trees and I tried to save them. There's 7 of them. These ones back here aren't looking too great. There's still a little bit of green, but it's mostly brown. So I don't know if I should trim off all the brown and just try to let it rejuvenate, or if it's not going to come back to life at all. Frankie, what are you doing, buddy? Frankie? Stop that. What are you doing, Frankie? What are you doing, Frankie? Stop it. Why are you chewing on that? Be a good boy, okay? Tango, you coming out now? Tango, you coming out now? What are you doing? You're acting so weird today. Are you okay? You okay, Tango? You okay? Tango, are you coming out, kid? How about you, Sushi? Bubbles, hi Bubs. Hi Bubs, how are ya? You okay, Bubbles? Tango, come here. Maggie's scratching. Here's one of those cedar trees. See, if you look at it, this one's not that bad. Look, it's pretty good. Like, it's tiny little bit of brown dead parts, but it's mostly green. So that's a good example of one of the ones that is okay. Sushi! You want some fresh air today, kiddo? Sushi? 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 What are you doing? You staying in with Bubbles? You don't want to come out today. You're just going to hang out with Bubs, huh? You and Bubbles? I can't stay here all day waiting for you. Sushi? Sushi? Fozzie's just waiting patiently until something comes out of that hole and then he's going to pounce. There's also the issue of Big Red's feet. This is Big Red. He's our Rhode Island red rooster, and he is a little bit wonky. The way he walks, the way his legs look. Is that you crying, Tango? What are you doing? I hear ya. What are you doing up there? Oh, Fozzie. You just hit her in the head. What are you doing? I know, she snuck up on you. First thing that people are always saying about Big Red here is that I should trim his spurs. I trim his spurs when his spurs need to be trimmed, okay? I use this. I do not like to use a pliers and pull off the whole spur. That's not the style that I like. I think that exposes to bacteria, and the quick is exposed, and then it has to heal. Yeah, you go, buddy. But I just use this and I clip off the ends, you know? Just like that. Now there's also the issue of his legs. Now his legs don't really look that great, okay? I know this. Now he is 5 years old this year, keep in mind. He's like an old man now when it comes to rooster and human years, right? 5 years old is probably like, I don't know, 50, 60 years old. But, oh yeah, right in the ear. Anyways, in the last video, the barred rocks were kind of pecking at his feet. So it led us to think, okay, maybe he's got the scaly mites underneath his scales on the feet. So what do you do about that? So that's where this spray comes in. I bought it yesterday from the feed store. Apparently you just spray it on the legs and it's supposed to help with the scaly mites. Real soak it. MJ, I'm gonna do you too, buddy. I see your legs are looking a bit wonky. Okay? Don't get mad at me. I'm trying to spray it so that it kind of gets right underneath the scales just to kill any egg sacs, if that's in fact the issue. See, he's a good boy. He's not giving me a hard time or nothing. It's too bad I can't get him to give me any more kids. I should have done it last year. What are you two looking at? Frankie and Lucy are out. I guess Lucy wanted to get some grass. Frankie and Lucy. Lucy Goosey. Frank the Tank. You guys remember that movie, Old School, with Will Ferrell? They called him Frank the Tank. Yeah, Frank's a good name. Whoever suggested that, that's a good one. Frankie and Lucy. Come on, guys, I'm walking here. I'm walking here. Watch it, Fuzzy. The barred rock's gonna get ya. This particular stuff here is called Scaly Leg Spray by Nettex. I just got it from our local feed store. I got it from ESSA Feed Supply. You want to play Kong, don't you? Ready? So we just had our guest in the farmhouse here at the farm stay from Boston, Massachusetts. Marjorie, thanks so much for coming to the farm. It was a pleasure to meet you, and I hope we see each other again someday. They were so nice. They brought me a t-shirt. I thought I had it with me, but I think I brought it home for the laundry already. It said "Wicked Smart," you know, in that Boston accent. Smart. It's funny, I like it. I think it's from the Good Will Hunting movie anyhow. But she also brought a nice package for my wife full of herbs and spices, which was very thoughtful. Thanks so much. And they also brought this wicked awesome ball for Olive to play with. It's kind of made out of a thick rubber like a Kong, but it's pretty durable and cool, and she's having a blast with it. I have this area right here under these trees somewhat cleared. I've been using the excavator to kind of level off the ground the best I can, and I cut a small off branch of a tree right here. But here's the situation. There's this tree that's, you know, it's okay if it stays there, but there's all these branches that are overhanging, as you can see. So I had to bring out the big guns to take care of that. This here is my pole pruning chainsaw. It's made by steel because I really like the steel chainsaws anyhow. But this is the HT131, and it has a 12-inch bar on it, not very big, but what makes this saw special is that it can extend up to 12 feet. Hi chickens, how are ya? Enjoying the leaves, huh? So I've collected a bunch of the Japanese beetles. They're gonna drown eventually, but I wonder if I just leave this bucket here, if the chickens will eat them right out of the water. There's beetles in there, get them. Well, I'm just checking back on that bucket. It looks like the chickens cleaned out all the beetles, so that's a very good technique. Just leave them in the water, and I can give one bucket to each of the coops, and these guys got some free food. Hi, Fuzzy. You okay, brother? Was that you crying? You're okay, right? You okay, rabbits? Inside the rabbitat here, I've been doing a little bit of prep work. I got all of this kind of leveled out pretty well. I have a little bit more to do to get it off the wood there. And I have a little bit more soil to kind of hump over that thing there. Oh, hello, rabbit. You okay? Why is your face all dirty? I took all this out of here. I took a whole bunch of poop out of here. There's still a lot more left to do. But I think what I'm going to do on the little renovation in here is start in the buck section right here and just get this part done. And it's going to be a little bit of work. Like I want to remove all of these things and kind of get them out of there and make it all flat and start fresh again. And then after I get the buck area done, I'll work on in here. But all of these, I want to remove them and get right down to the base because that's where we have rats coming in. You can see the hole right there. So this I put kind of pushed down onto the fence that's on the ground, but there's probably like a little seam or a gap inside there that's allowing the rats to get in. So I need to just dig that out a little bit and maybe put like an L-shape fencing in there, like a hardware cloth L-shape, and then screw it to that and nail it to the floor. And that'll kind of solve that problem. And then go ahead and do whatever redesign I want to do in here. Oh, I saw him. He's making a nest. You okay, buddy? You making a new nest? Why is he making a nest if he's a guy? You're just looking for cushion, huh? You're funny. I've never seen them do that before. Okay, I'll leave you alone. He's just making himself a little bed, I guess. Interesting. Olive, let's go. Fuzzy, watch out. We're coming out. We're coming out, bud. So that's one project I got kind of processing in my brain on how am I going to attack it. We also have the chicken house roof to get done or redone, whatever I'm going to do there to cover up all them holes. And I'll show you what I got going on over here. So after we got rid of all those branches, this is what it looks like. I got a little bit of lumber prepared that I bought from the lumber yard. I have some siding boards sitting there ready for me. I just need to get another shipment of some 2x3s in. Looks like that guy right there is a drake. Looks like that guy's a drake, and maybe that guy's a drake. So I think that hen right, that girl right there is a hen, and then that small one is a hen. So I think we have 3 boys and 2 hens, but still they're very young. It's hard to tell when they're very young like that. I'm not ready to take them out of here as yet because I'm not sure. That hen over there is still a bit wonky. Look at her. She's not doing too bad, but she's just a little bit weak. She wants to come and get some water, but she's got to wait for these guys to settle down because they're all super hyper to get in the water. But just judging by the size of that white one, he looks like a drake anyway because he's already bigger than that old female, and she could be 5 years old. Okay, you got all 4 of yous in the tub. Here, guys, you gonna eat these beetles? Let's test it. What are you so scared for?
During the last episode, we all saw as the duck parade came out to the orchard, a bunch of them tripped on these holes that are in the run. Now, some of these holes are from rats, and some of them are from my foot going through the floor because of the rat tunnels. But I figured I better fix it before one of the ducks hurts their legs. At first, I thought it was kind of funny, and I'm wondering why the ducks didn't just go to the left or go to the right, but better be safe than sorry now.
Okay, it's been some time. I've left these guys alone with those bugs. And if you look, there are no more beetles. So that confirms that ducks do, in fact, eat those Japanese beetles. Good job, guys. Get your ball. Let's go. So, I mean, that confirms that they are, in fact, eating the beetles all throughout the orchard. The trouble is the ducks are not getting the beetles that are on the leaves of the trees, right? Maybe some of the beetles that are on the ground or they fall into the ground or whatever, maybe the ducks can get those. So I'm sure that they do get a lot of beetles, but there's literally millions of beetles. So, but chickens like them, ducks like them when they're fresh in the bucket like that. Yeah. I've heard of people freezing them and stuff like that, but I don't even need to do all that. I can just give them the bucket and they love it. These flycatcher birds have grown so fast. They just hatched a second set of eggs a while ago. And I can see them up there. They just flew away. There's one over there. Oh, he's coming back. He's coming back. You guys are okay. That's the mama, I guess. I think I scared him away. Still ongoing, all the work that I have to get done to clean up after that late winter ice storm. Lots of chainsaw work to get done. Lots of excavator help. If I didn't have the excavator, I would have to do this on the ground. At least the excavator helps me raise the log up so that I don't have to bend as much, which helps with overall fatigue throughout the course of a hard day on the farm. Fuzzy, you're coming to check out what I'm doing, hey buddy? Hey bud? Where's all your friends? I came up with a cheap and easy solution in my firewood storage area. Basically, what's been happening is that as I fill up, you know, the wood, it's like it's always collapsing. So I put up some boards here, but I've switched over to some of the slabs from the sawmilling. So these things are just going to become firewood, but they're not that thick, and I should be able to mount them here to stop this from collapsing all the time. And I just need to transfer that into that pile so that this is my fresh bay. Now this entire firewood storage area is quite big and it holds a lot of firewood. I'm not the one who built this. This was already built by the previous owners of the farm. I'm just improving upon it, you know. There's no divider walls and it just makes it a little bit difficult to stack the wood properly. Sometimes they don't stay and they end up tumbling over on the side in between. So I'm just doing my best. What kind of bird is that again? Is that considered a bluebird? Maybe a purple martin? Check out this blueberry harvest, guys. This is 4 liters of blueberries. It is an excellent harvest this year. Beautiful. We're so happy and pumped. I see some blueberry pancakes in my future. I see some blueberry muffins in my future. Some blueberry yogurt. Yes.
It was about time that my darling wife wanted to harvest all of the broccoli that is ready to harvest anyways. She hopes to eat some of it now, and it'll stay in the fridge for a few weeks at least until we're ready to eat some. And the rest of it will be blanched and put into the freezer so that we have a little bit of a stock of broccoli for the next couple of months. I don't think this is enough to last all through until next year, but it's definitely going to give us a lot in storage.
Oh, here's Dexter. How you doing, buddy? How are ya? You're my best pal. You know that? You're so cool. You got a lot of fans on YouTube, my friend. Yeah, you got a lot of friends on YouTube, my buddy. Your claws are digging into me, but that's okay. I can handle it. I love you too, pal. It's going to be fun to see how long it's going to take me to actually fill up this firewood stall. It's not something that I work on every single day, and it's not something that I work on for multiple hours in a day because I just don't really have the time. But you know, I like to just spend an hour here or an hour there at least once a week trying to get this filled up. And plus we have all that fallen branches from the ice storm, so there's so much firewood that's available. I don't really want it to get rotten on the ground. I want to actually get it cut up and split so that we can get it stored and ready to use or ready to sell. So if you've ever wondered what one tractor bucket filled high equals, it's this. So it doesn't really look like that much, right? Like you figure it's only a couple of layers, and if I continue to use this bucket, I'll probably need 10 or 12 of these buckets to fill this up to the top. But I do think that we're in good shape because I got a good head start. Look at all the firewood. Just want to say thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode, and we'll see you on the next one, okay?